Let's start by just taking 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Breathing in. Exhale out. Breathing in. And exhale out. Last one, breathing in. And exhale out. Beautiful. Now just staying connected to your natural breath. Feeling the air move and expand in your chest. Allowing it to rise and fall. Just seeing if with each inhale and with each exhale you can create more openness, more spaciousness, and more receptivity. And taking a deep breath and sending it down into your feet, into the earth beneath you. Just feeling firmly rooted and held and supported in this space. And now just sending that energy and the breath upward, up to the top of the head, to the crown, to our connection with the cosmos. Just taking a few breaths here, feeling the sense of connection and peace. Knowing that you are deeply held by the magic and the mystery of life and this divinely intelligent web that weaves through us. Last few breaths here. Now just bringing your awareness to the center of your chest, to your heart space. Maybe placing one or both hands there. Just feeling the pulsation and the vibration of your beating heart. This is the balancing point, our source of unconditional love and joy. And a reminder that everything we seek lies within. So taking a few last breaths here just to be fully present. Fully open and fully curious to our journey and our experience today. Just trusting that there is a reason you are here and that you've come, whether you are live or watching the replay. And that all of you is very, very welcome here. Last few breaths. ready, I just invite you to start to invite some gentle movement into the body, rolling the shoulders or the head, stretching the arms, fingers, the hips. And just slowly fluttering open the eyes, and again, in all the time you need, just bringing this to a completion and finding your seat. Yeah. Beautiful. So welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so good to have you here. And yeah, for the first edition of this Chakra Clinic. My name is Natalie. Well, you know. But I would, love to hear from you, how you're doing and feeling. So maybe you just want to drop quick in the chat where you are calling in from, and what's alive in you, any intention or questions you have for today. Mm. Mm. Hi. Just see if I can see the chat. Oh, amazing. So, you can keep the video on or off. It's completely up to you. I'm recording it on speaker view, so you won't be you won't be seen. And I think we have a new person recently joined. Amazing. Hello, love. If you don't mind just dropping in the chat, your name, where you are calling in from, and thanks also for muting yourself. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Thada says, I'm very happy to be here with the intention to connect to my body and connecting to the trust that everything is how it is meant to be. Super beautiful, my love. Yes, and it's so good to have you here in this space. And then we have Ingrid from Amsterdam, and also nice to be here. Yeah, lovely, Ingrid. Thank you so much. So well, welcome. To those of you who are here live, and to those of you who are watching the video recording. My name is Natalie. I am the founder of Inner Alchemy, a conscious coaching and holistic healing practice. And I'm really passionate about helping people to awaken their essence, to connect with what lights them up inside, and that they really can share who they are and their gifts with the world. And also helping and supporting them to do that deep inner healing work, to trust themselves and to make the changes big and small so they can really radically transform their lives and fully live and embody their essence moment to moment. So next to that, I'm also a mama of one beautiful baby girl and with another one on the way. I'm a yogini and a sound healing practitioner and a Reiki master and teacher, a creatrix. And I just really love energy medicine. So I'm very happy to be here with you this evening, and just sharing my passion for this magic. So my intention for this evening is really to provide you with the foundational tools and understanding of this ancient and complex energy system. Because for me, I believe it's such an important and useful tool in understanding our holistic health, vitality, and well-being. And it's a really beautiful complement to other alternative healing therapies, as well as Western medicine. And in addition to that, I want to really get practical and give you lots of tools, tips, practices, so that you can not only understand the basics of the chakra system and the 7 major chakras, but also how to balance them, and how to think more holistically about your health. That it's not just about this physical body, but also about your emotional body, your spiritual body, your mental body, and all of these kind of just form, yeah, in totality, our holistic self. So yeah, that's my intention for this evening, and maybe just a bit about, yeah, why the chakras. As I've mentioned, yeah, for me, they've just been such an important, yeah, tool and system that helps me to better understand my own holistic health. They've helped me a lot on my spiritual and life journey. I use them also not only in, yeah, Reiki and in sound healing, but in my kind of personal daily practice or with my baby and my partner. And like I said, they're just such a beautiful complement to kind of Eastern and Western medicine. And we are complex organisms, right? Complex beings. And so I really appreciate that there's a system that also thinks more about the complexity and the interconnectedness of us, that we are really energy, and how that energy moves through the body affects everything else that we do. So yeah, so that's my intention for the evening. Also, just to create this beautiful, safe, open, and sacred space for you where you can ask any questions. Yeah, and to enjoy ourselves, right? Because that's, yeah, I love spirituality, and like we should also, yeah, not take things too seriously. I'm just sharing one tool. It's not the way, it is a way. So yeah, that's also important, in terms of, if there are things that are new and they don't feel good or they don't fully resonate, just feel free to let them go, and just keep the things that, yeah, that resonate with you, that you feel, yeah, good in your body about. Again, this is a safe and sacred space, so everything remains confidential that's shared here. I'm recording this on speaker view, so they won't see your faces, and even though they're beautiful. And yeah, in terms of the program for this evening, I'm going to start with a chakra presentation, just to give you the basics of, okay, what is the chakra system? Why is it important? How do our chakras get blocked? And how can we rebalance them? And then I'm going to deep dive into each of the 7 major chakras. I will then also give you, like I said, lots of tips, tools, and practices so that you can take with you and really integrate this into your daily life. Then I'll take you through a beautiful chakra balancing meditation. And then at the end, I will just be sharing a little bit about my upcoming shamanic Reiki level 1 training in Amsterdam for those who are interested. So yeah, that's a bit the program. Yeah, are there any questions, or maybe you want to drop something in the chat if you have. And when I start the presentation, I won't be able to see any questions. So hold on. Hold on. No, no questions, just excitement. Oh, I love that. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay, great. So I'm gonna start the presentation. Let me just, I'm having a few little technical. Okay, I see what's happening. Oh. So let me just see. Oop. Are you able to see the screen? Oh, wait, now I can't see you. Are you able to see the screen? Yes or no? No. Okay, hold on. Apologies. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if this works now. Let me just, and now, Yeah? Okay, good. I'm like, is something in retrograde? I don't know, but okay, great. So, the Chakra Clinic. Let me just, perfect, perfect, perfect. So, diving right in. So, there we go. So, starting from the beginning, what are the chakras? So, yeah, the chakras are an ancient system regulating the flow of energy throughout the body. Um, and as I've mentioned before, like this whole system is really premised on the belief that we are energy, and not just ourselves, not just our blood, our bones, the cells, and tissues, but our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. Um, and what happens is that our energy fields are constantly interacting with the things around them, are getting influenced and impacted by everything and everyone, whether it's the things that we eat, the thoughts that we think, um, the words that we speak, how we respond to things. It's constantly being affected by energy. And what can happen is that that energy can get out of balance. And so the chakra system is a really beautiful way and an eloquent way of understanding how the energy flows and moves in the body and what happens when the energy gets stuck, blocked, maybe is overactive or underactive. And so that's really the basis of this whole system, is really understanding how the energy is moving through the body and how we can have it open and flowing so that it can really um, ensure that we are living in a vital and holistic and joyful way. And so its origins are in India. The earliest recordings are in the Vedas, which is Indian scripture, as well as in Hinduism. So this dates back to 1500 to 1000 BCE. So yeah, there's a long history and track record of this beautiful practice. And the word Sanskrit itself means a disc or spinning wheel. And so oftentimes when we're doing chakra meditation or visualization, we are kind of using this image of the spinning vortexes of energy or lotuses. And so you can also see that in the image there, these kind of glowing energy balls, each with their own color and lots of characteristics that I will dive into. There are 7 major chakras in the body, and all of them are running from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. And beautifully, like the chakras are aligning with these 7 nerve bundles all along the spine. So there is this beautiful link also with our physical body, as well as the major organ groups. Actually, there are 114 major, minor, and micro chakras, but these are the 7 major ones and what we're going to be covering today. And yeah, as I mentioned, like the chakras, you can't see them with your physical eyes. They're really sensed and felt with our intuition, and that's just more generally with our energy body. It's just kind of what we can see and what we can sense and pick up on. And so what we also find with the chakras is that they are storing, like I said, the energy of our thoughts, our feelings, memories, experiences, actions. So if you think about your whole lifetime as an accumulation of all these interactions, you can just imagine how your energy has just been impacted by all the things that have happened in your life. And again, so the whole purpose of connecting with the chakras and the chakra system is to bring awareness to what is happening in our energy body and to try to bring it back into harmony and balance. And lastly, like I said, it's a system that's not only focused on the physical body, but also on our emotional, our mental, and our spiritual energy bodies, which all together constitute our subtle energy bodies. So that's a bit about the chakras. And I just picked out a couple of quotes here because I think they really embody the system. So first, there is deep wisdom within our very flesh if we can only come to our senses and feel it. So I love this idea that our bodies and our being is just divinely intelligent. It knows exactly what to do. I can definitely tell you as a mama with being pregnant, it's incredible just what your body instinctively knows how to do. And so the whole point is to connect with this deep wisdom and this kind of divine intelligence that's already here. And that's really what working with the chakra system can help us do. Yeah, this says the chakras are very intelligent. They are like the software of the whole computer body. And again, yeah, so we've got the body, which is this physical vessel that we are in. But then the chakras, that are energy centers, are the software. They are the program that's kind of like running the show. And then lastly, the body never lies, which I'm sure all of you in your own experience and ways, you've maybe felt or sensed something in your body. And that was like your first sign, like, okay, hey, something's up, whether it was physically, whether it was mentally or emotionally. Your body is usually the first thing to kind of give you that signal of, hey, there's something going on here, pay attention. And so this kind of brings me to, okay, well, why are the chakras important, and really the root is that they help us to promote balance and harmony in our body, mind, and spirit. And so when our chakras are balanced, energy can flow easily through the body and openly. And when energy is flowing through the body, then we are, living in peace, in joy, in harmony. And we're kind of living in our most optimal way. But when our energy is, when our chakras are out of balance, and they could either be blocked, or it could be too much energy or not enough energy or stagnant energy, when that starts to build up in the body, that can create discomfort and actual dis-ease, again, in the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual body. So the whole point of chakra healing and chakra balancing is to kind of come back into wholeness, is to bring awareness to our holistic health, and then try to bring it back into balance, being intentional about it, and not just looking at the surface issues or the symptoms, but really diving much deeper and trying to understand, hey, maybe there's something here happening emotionally or mentally that I should pay attention to. And so, here, disease is often an accumulation of dammed up energy. And when we learn how energy moves through the chakras, we can begin to allow it to flow freely through our bodies, creating greater health. So I think that's a beautiful summary of why the chakras are important. So moving on, how do they get out of balance? Well, there's many complex factors here at play. And it's everything from the things that we consume, whether that's food, medicine, or drugs, I should say unhealthy, fried, sugary, foods, to habits, to pollution and the environment around us, whether it's noise or air, alcohol. It could be trauma. It could be our patterns, conditioning, limiting beliefs. It can be stress. It can be anxiety. So all of these factors outside of us, as well as within us, contribute toward our chakras getting out of balance. And so, how can we then try to bring them back into balance? Well, there's just a multitude of ways, and many beautiful modalities that really can help to harmonize the body, mind, and the spirit. And I'm going to be sharing some of these practices with you today. So there's meditation, of course, yoga, and there's lots of specific beautiful postures for each one of the chakras. There's eating specific foods, especially lots of colorful fruits and veggies and teas, movement and embodiment practices, chanting, mantra, affirmations. That's really opening the throat, and speaking, singing, that really can help. Crystals, that's one of my favorite. You can incorporate crystals, and I will also share with you specific crystals for each chakra. Reiki, which is also what I am practicing, and essential oils. So like I said, there are so many beautiful ways that you can bring your chakras back into balance once you kind of have a better understanding of the system and what is actually happening in your body. And you can also combine them which is also really beautiful, and make it your own personal practice. So before we dive into each one of the chakras specifically, I just wanted to give you a high-level picture of the 7 major chakras, starting with the root, and then moving up all the way to the crown. And what is said about the chakras is that each one is a different layer of consciousness. So you start with the root, which is very much connected to earth, matter. It's very dense. It's part of the lower triangle, so it's really in the physical world. So there, the first 3 chakras, our root, our sacral, and our solar plexus. Those are really, here in the physical plane, in this physical world. And then we have the upper 3 chakras, and that's really connecting us with spirit, with the cosmos, with the unseen realms. And then what we find in the center is the heart, is that balancing point, because we are not only earth and matter, and we are not only spiritual beings, we are kind of fully balanced, whole and complete beings. So this just gives you a little bit of a picture and a flavor of the chakras and kind of how they relate to one another. And I think what's also important is that they not only build off of one another. So of course, as you're moving from matter to pure consciousness, the foundation that you set below has an impact on the chakras above it, but they're also interconnected with each other, and constantly interacting with each other. So for instance, if maybe you have a presentation or something and you're nervous, and then your solar plexus starts to contract, your stomach, your belly, you don't feel well, that sends maybe a message to your throat that you don't feel confident, and then you have trouble speaking because you can't get the words out. So in this way, you sometimes can have an impact where multiple chakras are affected by one thing. So again, that's why I really love this system, because it's complex, just like we are as humans, and it tries to understand and unpack that complexity and help us to dive deeper into what's really going on. And so in the next couple of slides, I'm going to dive deeper into each of the 7 major chakras. Don't worry if it's probably a lot of information. I'm going to send the presentation after. So you'll have all the time to look at this at your leisure. So we're going to start with the root chakra, the Muladhara. And this chakra is associated with our safety, with survival, with our basic needs. And not just food and shelter, but also the security we need, so money and career. It's also very much about our family and our tribe, so kind of what we were born into, the core beliefs that the tribe has. So this is really the foundation of the whole system. And I'm sure if you kind of just even think back to your early years in your childhood, whether you can remember it or not, so much of those early years are impacted by your root chakra, is impacted by what happened in those very early years, whether you felt safe and secure and whether those needs were met or not. And so the root chakra is located at the base of the spine by the perineum. And I should have mentioned this, but each chakra has the location, but also beautiful characteristics. So color, element, and sound that go along with it. So for the root, it's the color red. So when we're doing meditations and wanting to balance our root chakra, we are using the color red, whether it's crystals or clothing or food. And it's connected to the element of earth, again, because it's about matter and density and where we came from. And so, when your root chakra is balanced, you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel grounded. But when it's out of balance, you feel a lot of fear, a lot of mistrust. You feel unsafe or ungrounded, maybe anxious, stuck, depressed, in doubt. So these are some of the characteristics that, can show you whether or not the root chakra is out of balance. And that's more on the mental, emotional level. On the physical level, this really has to do with anything from kind of the hips down. So if you have any lower back pain or pain in your knees, feet, but also some of the intestine groups like the large intestine or colon. Those again can also be an indication that your root chakra is out of balance. There are with each chakra, there's also mantras. And here I've provided a couple of rebalancing practices that you can do, such as shaking, because that's a really good way to get you back into your physical body, and some beautiful yoga practices that really have you connect with the earth, like mountain pose or child's pose or warrior two, kind of like really strong, secure, anchored and grounded postures. So yeah, that is the root chakra. Moving on to the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. This is really our center of creativity, of sexuality, of desire, of pleasure, but also of emotions and how we relate to one another. And the location is in the lower abdomen, the womb and the genital and the sex organ area. And so we usually are visualizing the color orange, and it's also connected to the element of water, because water and emotions are connected to each other. And so when our sacral chakra is in balance, we're feeling like creative and sexual and just enjoying ourselves with no shame, with no guilt. It's easy to connect with others and to kind of manage and move through our emotions. But when our sacral chakra is out of balance, we might be codependent. We might feel overwhelmed by our emotions, or we over or underindulge in sex or other kinds of addictions, or are uncreative. So again, these are just some signs that your sacral chakra might be out of balance. And on the physical level, you will see issues in the womb area, the sex organs, kidney, bladder, circulatory system, the hormones. And again, the mantras, I am creative, I am passionate, and I am free. And beautiful practices to help you rebalance our dance, our hip circles, the goddess posture in yoga or malasana or happy baby, things that really open up the hips, and painting, anything artistic will do. So this is just a quick scan of the sacral chakra. And yeah, if you do have questions, like I said, I will get to them at the end. You can pop them into the chat. The next chakra, and this is the last in the lower triangle, is the solar plexus, the Manipura. And this is really our center of personal power and of our willpower. This is our self-esteem, our self-worth, our ego, but also, our need for autonomy and our desire to transform. And it's located between the navel and the breastbone here. And it's symbolized by the color yellow and the element of fire. It's really, what ignites us from the inside out. And so when our solar plexus is in balance, we feel good about who we are. We have a good self-esteem and a good self-image. We feel confident in ourselves and in our gifts. We can take choices and decisions on our own, and we're just open to what happens in life. But when it's out of balance, we feel a lot of fear, a fear of rejection, a fear of being perceived as weak. There might be anxiety, anxiousness, powerlessness. Maybe we have negative thoughts about ourselves, or anger or control issues. And so that's, again, on a more emotional and mental level. And on the physical level, anything around that, the stomach, so digestive issues, food allergies, stress-related skin conditions, those are all indications of a solar plexus that's out of balance. And so here the mantras are, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am enough. And just repeating these mantras can help kind of bring energy and focus back into the solar plexus. And so some rebalancing practices you can do are sunbathing, like literally being out in the sun and allowing the sun to, just hit your solar plexus and re-energize you. The breath of fire, Kapalabhati breath, excuse me. It's a yogic breath that's very quick in and out. That also really helps to stoke your inner fire. And yoga postures like bow pose, cobra, or spinal twists are all very good for for rebalancing the solar plexus. Um, and yeah, I should also mention that at the very end, I also have extra information about which crystals, which food, and which aromatherapy, but I will save that for the very end. Okay, moving now to the heart chakra, which is really in the center. This is our balancing and our midpoint. So this is really our center of love, joy, and compassion. It's all about harmony and balance, but also, where we learn and are able to forgive others, to accept others and ourselves, and to give gratitude for all the things that we have in this life. And so it's located in the center of the chest. And it's connected with the color green and with the element of air. It's kind of boundless, borderless energy. And so when our heart chakra is in balance, we're really able to live with joy. We're able to be full of love and compassion for each other. We're able to forgive, to heal, to accept, and to be grateful for the things that are in our life. But when it's out of balance, we really harbor resentment and pain, anger or frustration. Maybe we feel jealousy or grief or betrayed. Maybe you have difficulty setting boundaries or are codependent. These are all kind of signs that there might be an imbalance in the heart chakra. And on the physical, anything to do with the chest. So the lungs, the heart, the breasts, arms, hands. Those again are indications that there's something happening at the heart chakra that is asking you to pay attention. The mantras for this chakra are I am compassion, I am peace, and I am love. And the rebalancing practices are, acts of self-love. So doing things that really nourish you. Cacao, which I also really love. That's very good for like opening and expanding the heart. Doing gratitude journaling. And again, yoga postures that really open the chest and the heart upward, like a cobra or cat-cow or low lunge. These are all there helping to open the heart and bring energy into the heart space. Taking a little shake. Hope you're doing well. Now we're moving from the middle up to the upper triangle to the spiritual world. And so the first chakra there is the throat chakra. This is a personal favorite of mine because I think this was even how I really connected with the whole chakra system. I had been in this beautiful guided meditation, and this woman was leading us through, and she got to the throat, and out of nothing, I just, in front of like hundreds of people, just started broke down crying. And then I realized, I was like, oh, I think there's something happening here with the throat chakra. So again, that's why there's just so much intelligence in our body, and it's only when it gets triggered that all of a sudden we're like, oh yeah, I should pay attention. There's something that's asking me to bring my awareness and my love here to do something about it. So the throat chakra always has a special place in my heart. It's really our center of communication, of creativity and harmony, but also of our ability to really ask for what we need and for what we desire. And so, it's located in the throat. It's connected with the color blue and the element of ether. When our throat chakra is in balance, we can just easily and freely communicate. We are creative. We can ask for what we need, we feel deep harmony and peace. But when it's out of balance, we feel maybe nervous or anxious. Maybe we're not able to speak up, or worried about being judged or not accepted. We might be shy, stubborn, detached. So those are different indications that kind of, mentally, emotionally, there might be something going on in the throat chakra. And on the physical level, anything to do, any issues to do with the throat, the mouth, the jaw, the tongue, the thyroid, which is a big one. These are all just asking to kind of spend a bit more time on the throat chakra. And so here the mantras are, I am expressive, I am open, and I speak my truth. And good practices for the throat chakra include, affirmations. So again, you can speak out these mantras or affirmations, singing, chanting, Ujjayi or ocean breath, which really kind of is done at the back of the throat, and any yoga postures that really open up the throat chakra, like baby cobra or fish, plow or camel pose. Those are all really beautiful ways to rebalance the throat chakra. Moving now to the third eye, which is located here in the center of the forehead, slightly above eye level, ajna. And yeah, this is really the seat of our intuition, of wisdom and insight and perception, but also this deep inner knowing. It's kind of the sixth sense. And the color is associated with indigo and the element of sound, of light, excuse me. And so when our third eye is balanced, like we feel very connected to our intuition, and we really trust that inner voice or inner knowing that's telling us, oh yeah, go to that meeting, or because maybe the man of your dreams is is there, or go take that train, whatever it is. There's always these like subtle things that our body can pick up on, and that's when you're really connected with your third eye, that you can really pick up on that. On this inner knowing. But when it's out of balance, your judgment is clouded. It's not easy to make decisions, or you feel very overwhelmed. Maybe you're judgmental, or you feel very attached to certain ideas or concepts, very dogmatic. It can also be that you lose touch with reality, or you're trying to escape reality. So yeah, these are all indications that the third eye chakra is out of balance. And on the physical level, it's anything to do with the area around the eyes, the head or headaches, your ears. Personality disorders are connected here with this chakra, and anything in the lower part of the brain. And so the mantras are, I am intuitive, I am truth, and I am wisdom. And again, you can use these mantras as part of your rebalancing practices, as well as meditation, visualization, or any yoga postures that are kind of trying to direct the head and the third eye toward the ground. And the last of the 7 major chakras, the crown chakra, Sahasrara, located on the top of the head. And this is really our connection to our higher self, to enlightenment, to awareness, and pure or higher consciousness. And it's connected with the color violet and with the element of space and time. And so when our crown chakra is in balance, we feel at peace, we feel at one, we are very accepting of whatever life throws our way. There's a deep, humbleness and connection to source, to something much bigger than us. And we just know and feel, the universe has us, or God's source, whatever you want to call it. Something has us and is holding us. That's when you really feel this like deep connection, and knowing that you're just part of something so much bigger and awesome and powerful. When it's out of balance, you can feel depressed or disconnected, confused, you lose faith, you're bored, you're apathetic. And in terms of the physical impacts, many autoimmune disorders stem from here, impaired brain function, and just generally, anytime things within the overall physical, mental, and spiritual health, there's usually some kind of connection to the crown chakra. So the mantras here for this chakra are, I am connected, I am knowledge, and I am conscious. And the rebalancing practices we can do include, again, meditation, prayer, silence, alternate nostril breathing, where you breathe in and out of the nose, downward dog, headstand. So again, anything that's kind of sending the crown of the head toward the earth, and being in nature. These are all beautiful ways you can rebalance your crown chakra. So that was a very quick, rapid fire kind of deep dive into the 7 major chakras. And in these last few slides, which I'm going to send you tomorrow, I have an overview of like some of the important crystals that you can use for each of the chakras. And just to briefly explain this slide. So and maybe I should have explained this earlier, sorry, but what happens with each of the chakras is they can be, deficient, neutral, or excessive. So deficient just means there's not enough energy there and they need a bit more power, and so then you would use a particular crystal, to kind of increase the energy, the vitality, the vibration of that particular chakra. Neutral means it's pretty balanced. And so these are the different crystals that you can use, if that particular chakra is feeling, pretty good. And then the excessive means there's like way too much, way too much energy, and it needs to kind of, be released and let go so that it can kind of come back into balance. So this you can kind of take a look at your own time. And if you're anything like me, you might go down a whole crystal rabbit hole and just have a whole crazy beautiful collection. And you can also mix them. I've given you this source. I really love this book, Crystal Reiki, a handbook for healing mind, body, and soul. And she also has beautiful protocols. So maybe if you're having migraines or menstrual cramps, or you want to get pregnant, or you're having heartache, she has these beautiful protocols that show you all of the crystals that you can use, in each of the chakras. So I really, really love that book. And I've just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a flavor of some of the main crystals that you can use to help rebalance your chakras. Here on this slide, for each of the chakras, I've given some of the major essential oils that you can use to bring them back into balance. I won't go into all of them, but I also love essential oils. So just play around and take your pick. And lastly, there's all kind of delicious foods. Food is so nourishing and so super healing. And again, so if you are feeling like, hey, I'm feeling really ungrounded, okay, then I'm gonna eat some foods that are really nourishing, that are root vegetables or that are red, for instance, and those are really going to energize your root chakra. Or maybe your heart you're feeling a lot of grief or sorrow or sadness or heartache, and then eating lots of fresh green foods and leafy vegetables and fruits. Those can help to bring the heart back into balance. So you can take a look at this in your own time. And as I also mentioned, in addition to like color crystal, color food, there's of course also color clothing. And I always find that interesting just to see when people show up, like what are they, what color are they wearing? Because that also gives me a flavor of like, okay, what are they trying to give energy to today and what they're wearing. This also you can do in your own time. I just wanted to also give you just a mini chakra self-healing that you can do in your own time. And it just gives you kind of, well, it says 6, but it should be 5, 5 steps to just, very briefly, start to rebalance your chakras. And I'll go into this in a little bit more detail when I tell you a bit about the Reiki. But this is just a very easy way, just using your hand palms and the energy in your hands and doing a quick body scan, and then kind of just placing the hands and sending energy, intention, vibration, and love to one of the chakras that you feel needs it. So this is just a beautiful practice that you can do anytime, anywhere. And lastly, I have a sources and reference list. So if you're curious and you want to go deeper, then these are some of my favorite books and online resources that I've used and studied. So if you are curious and you want to go deeper, there's so much information out there. And just to close and round off our presentation, I love this quote from Panache Desai that says, life opens up in so many different ways when your energy has been awakened. And that for me is really what this whole journey has been about. It's about getting a better understanding and awareness of my energy system and starting to become much more connected and awaken that energy so that I can live with much more vitality, with much more joy, with much more freedom and aliveness. I really think this is a beautiful quote, and I know my life has changed a lot once I've started to go down this path of energy medicine with Reiki and sound. So yeah, that is the presentation. So just give me a moment to exit this. Oops. Yeah. So yeah, taking a deep breath, and yeah, I don't know if you want to drop anything in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. We'll take a sip of cacao. Mm. 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 Yeah, I don't know if there are any questions for now or anything that wasn't clear. No, great. And you can always, after this, always send in any questions you might have. And like I said, it was a lot of information, and I'll share the presentation with you after. So yeah, you can review everything in your own time. So now I want to just take you through a beautiful chakra meditation, because now you have a good sense of the chakras. Yeah, like the little shoulder action. Yeah, so I'm going to take you through a guided meditation. So if you just want to find a comfortable position, either seated or lying down, and yeah, feel free to turn your camera off or on, whatever you prefer. Now let me just make sure I might just need someone to confirm that the audio is working. So I hope you can hear. Beautiful. So just finding a comfortable seated position, or lying down with the eyes closed. Thanks, love. And just relaxing and softening all the way down from the crown of the head to the tips of your toes. Just allowing everything to be soft, everything relaxed. And just taking a few deep breaths here, breathing in deep through the nose and exhaling audibly through the mouth. Breathing in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Last one. Breathing in. And exhale out. Yes, beautiful. Now just returning to your natural breath, following its unique rhythm as it moves gently in and out of the body. Feeling the rise and the fall of your chest. And feeling this deep sense of calm, of relaxation, and of peace. And I just invite you to stay open and curious to your experience today, keeping all your senses open, and just knowing and trusting that you will receive exactly whatever it is that you need as we journey through this beautiful chakra balancing meditation. So starting with our root chakra, located at the base of the spine, gently bringing your awareness here, the base of the lower triangle and of the physical world, the root is our foundation and the basis upon which all else is built. Our root represents our most basic needs, our safety, security, and survival, as well as our connection to our tribe, our family, and our core beliefs. It's represented by the color red and the element of the earth, from which we all came and of what we are all made of. So taking a moment here now just to visualize a beautiful red spinning ball of energy at your root chakra, and breathing in its healing energy and light, repeating this mantra either out loud or in your head, that I am grounded, I am safe, and I belong. I am grounded, I am safe, and I belong. I am grounded, I am safe, I belong. Just staying here for a few more deep breaths, opening up all of your senses and trusting whatever is arising. Beautiful. And moving upwards now, bringing your awareness to the sacral chakra located in the lower abdomen, your womb, and your sex organs. This is our center of creativity, of sexuality, and pleasure. It's the source of our emotions and how we relate to each other. Is represented by the color orange and the element of water, which rules our emotions and reminds us to flow with life. So taking a moment here now to visualize an orange spinning ball of energy at your sacral chakra, and breathing in its healing energy and light, repeating this mantra: I am creative, I am passionate, and I am free. I am creative, I am passionate, and I am free. I am creative, I am passionate, and I am free. Staying here for a few breaths. Beautiful. And moving further upwards, bringing your awareness now to your solar plexus, located between the navel and the breastbone. This is our center of personal power and willpower, of our self-esteem and self-worth, and our ego identity. It's the source of our autonomy and our drive for transformation and change. It's represented by the color yellow and the element of fire, which burns so brightly in all of us, igniting our soul and helping us shine. So Just take a moment here to visualize a yellow spinning ball of energy at your solar plexus. Breathing in its healing energy and light and repeating this mantra. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am enough. I am worthy. I am powerful. And I am enough. I am worthy. I am powerful. And I am enough. Staying here for a few breaths. Connecting with the solar plexus and just keeping all the senses open to whatever wants to arise. And moving now up from the lower triangle of the physical world into the middle world, our balancing point of the heart chakra, located in the center of the chest. This is our center of unconditional love, of joy and compassion. It's also the source of our acceptance, our gratitude, and forgiveness. It is represented by the color green and the element of air, this boundless, expansive energy that knows no borders and no limits. So take a moment here to visualize a green spinning ball of energy at your heart chakra. Breathing in its healing energy and light and repeating the mantra. I am compassionate. I am peace. I am love. I am compassionate. I am peace. And I am love. I am compassionate. I am peace. And I am love. Now moving our way up to the upper triangle, to the spiritual world, starting with the throat chakra located in the throat. This is of our center of communication, creativity, and harmony. It's also from where we speak our truth and communicate our needs, our wants, and our deepest desires. It is represented by the color blue and the element of ether, the space and the stillness that fills the universe and connects us to spirit and intuition. So take a moment here to visualize a blue spinning ball of energy in your throat chakra. Breathing in its healing energy and light and repeating the mantra. I am expressive. I am open. And I speak my truth. I am expressive. I am open. And I speak my truth. I am expressive. I am open. I speak my truth. Staying here for a few deep breaths. connecting with the characteristics of the throat chakra, trusting whatever is arising. Beautiful. Now bringing your awareness to your third eye, located in the center of the forehead, just above eye level. This is the center of our intuition, our wisdom and insight. It is also the source of our perception and inner knowing. It is represented by the color indigo and the element of light, which illuminates all. So take a moment here to visualize an indigo spinning ball of energy at your third eye chakra. Breathing in its healing energy and light and repeating this mantra. I am intuitive, I am truth, and I am wisdom. I am intuitive, I am truth, and I am wisdom. I am intuitive, I am truth, and I am wisdom. Staying here for a few breaths, connecting with the third eye and just trusting whatever is arising. Now bringing your awareness to your crown chakra, located on the top of the head. This is our connection with our highest self, our awareness and higher consciousness. It is represented by the color violet and the elements of time and space, which represent the oneness and interconnection between all things. So take a moment here to visualize a violet spinning ball of energy at your crown chakra. And breathing in its healing energy and light, and repeating this mantra. I am knowledge. I am connected. I am pure consciousness. I am knowledge. I am connected. And I am pure consciousness. I am knowledge. I am connected, and I am pure consciousness. just taking a moment to really feel into the body, using all of your senses, connecting with each of the chakras from the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, up to the crown. And just visualizing this beautiful rainbow of spinning energy, balanced, in harmony, in peace. And now I want you to visualize above your head a large, beautiful, bright, golden, luminescent ball of light. And imagine that this golden ball of light is just showering down upon you, covering all of your being, showering you with these golden healing rays of pure energy, of love and light. Covering your whole body, your whole being. Wrapping you in its love, in its warmth, and its golden rays. And just taking in a few deep breaths here, breathing in this radiant golden healing light, feeling its energy, its love, its warmth, its power to cleanse, to purify and protect us, its power to ground and balance and heal. Taking a last few deep breaths here. Feeling yourself wrapped in this golden, luminescent light. Beautiful. Now slowly, slowly, without any rush at all, just starting to deepen the breath, bringing your awareness and attention back into the physical body, into this space. Maybe you want to bring in some gentle movement, rolling the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Maybe taking a nice big stretch or a yawn. Feeling free to bring in any sound or any movement that you need. And again, taking all the time that you need. Moving slowly and gently. Just allowing yourself to come back in your own time and way. back into a comfortable seated position. Whenever you're ready, you can just gently flutter open the eyes. And if you feel called to, and you have a journal next to you, maybe you just want to jot down a couple of things that came up for you. Anything you sensed, smelled, tasted, touched, any messages, transmissions. Just taking a few moments here before we come back and close our session. Just a few more moments here, knowing that you can always come back. Beautiful. Just slowly bringing journaling to a close.